Hi, my name is Sam Najjar, and I'm a real estate broker with Royal LePage. Thank you for tuning in. In this first video of 2023, I'll be providing you with the highlights of the 2022 GTA market and taking you through my predictions for 2023. But before I delve into this content, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this type of informative content. Also, if you want to set up an appointment in my calendar, you can do so by clicking the buyer consultation, the seller consultation, or the real estate needs discussion options. The link to my Calendly calendar can be found in my description below. So here we go. Highlight number 1. Sales and prices reach record levels early in 2022, as you can see in these charts. This had sellers in the driver's seat and buyers doing everything and anything they can to try and purchase a property for fear of missing out. Highlight number 2. Inflation soars to scary levels. A war in Europe and a global health pandemic create supply chain challenges and drastically increase our living costs here in North America, leading to record inflationary levels. Highlight number 3. Bank of Canada raises interest rates. The Bank of Canada increased interest rates 7 times since March of 2022 in an attempt to control inflation and cool the way overheated housing market. Highlight number 4. Market corrects from the unsustainable highs. The interest rate hikes cause a lot of buyers and sellers to get very nervous and to sit on the sidelines, causing prices and sales to drop significantly, as you can see in these charts. Moving on to my predictions, or best but informed guesses. Prediction number 1. There will be one more interest rate hike in 2023, and it's going to happen this week. Our employment numbers have been off the charts here in Canada. We were expecting December to be a slow month for hire, but it wasn't, which rang alarm bells. Now, normally when employment numbers go up, it's a good thing. However, the challenge during these times is that we need to cool down employment in order to tame inflation. But here's the silver lining to this little story. When you peel back the cover through those December numbers, what you see is more job creation, but a more stable wage growth. So I'm going to guess that the very strong employment data is going to result in one more 0.25% increase in the bank rate. I believe that after that, we'll see interest rates flatten for the rest of the year, and we may even see one more small interest rate drop of another 0.25% towards the end of the year. Prediction number 2. The real estate market is not crashing. There are many factors supporting our real estate industry. Home sales and prices corrected from the unsustainable highs of the winter and early spring of 2022, but the market did not crash because demand and supply fell together when the interest rate hikes began last spring. Demand dropped, but so did supply. Why, you may ask? We have high employment. There was no reason for sellers to sell their homes at a deep discount if they didn't have to. If you want a major crash in the real estate economy, you need the overall economy to be crashing. You need unemployment to be spiking, mortgage delinquencies to be spiking, and so on and so forth. That's simply not happening here in Canada. Also, the amount of people's incomes that's being saved is about 3 times the 2% normals at just under 6% right now, which means people are sitting on money necessary for down payments. And, as we all know, housing supply is still an issue. We've been growing very fast, but have not been building fast enough for the population growth. Until this housing supply issue is addressed, we'll always have the same situation of unaffordable housing. Canada is committed to immigration growth, and that creates demand for housing. Look at this chart, which shows our population right now and where we're projected to be in 2043 and 2068. And also, as this next chart demonstrates, Canada's immigration process is also focused on people who provide economic value. Generally, people who are looking to come here are the ones that are in the technology sector. They're health professionals, doctors, nurses, and so on. They're entrepreneurs with capital who really want to invest in Canada and grow our economy and invest in our real estate. Prediction number 3. Sales will go up, but prices will be flat for the most part. We ended 2022 at about 75,000 properties sold. In 2021, we were a little over 122,000. And in a typical year, you average out the last 10 years, and you're looking at 80 to 90,000 sales. So we were below the 10-year average in 2022. And the reason I think sales are going to be at least the same, if not a little bit more, this year is because in 2022 things were changing so quickly that people didn't know what to do. When rates were changing every 2 months, you never know when the right time is to get into the market unless you really have to. I think there's going to be a lot more certainty in 2023. As for prices, we've already gone through the correction mostly in the middle of 2022. The market's flattening, the interest rates are stabilizing. And if you look at this chart, it's a national forecast, but very relevant for the GTA. The blue is the quarter-over-quarter change in prices that we can expect, and you can see we're not anticipating any sharp swings. We're expecting the number of houses trading hands to return to normal, but we think interest rates at their current value will keep a cap on another violent swing in prices in 2023. Prediction number 4, condos will outperform single-family homes. This is a 180-degree flip of what we saw during the pandemic when space was at a premium and people were bidding the price of single-family homes. Well, that pendulum has swung and people are again enjoying urban condo living. This is also a big one for investors who are attracted by the rental income as rents have spiked through the pandemic and through 2022. Having said that, I do expect rents to stabilize this year with more buyers jumping into the market. Prediction number 5. The foreign buyer ban will have minimal or no impact on the housing market. Yes, we have a ban on foreign buyers buying property in Canada for the next 2 years, which came into effect on January 1st, 2023, but that's a political move with likely little or no impact. When you look at the details, there's a long list of buyer and home category exemptions from this ban. Americans, for example, are still allowed to buy recreational property here in Canada. Prediction number 6. Millennials will continue to play an important role in our real estate market. Millennials and baby boomers are the two biggest generations in our country. It's the baby boomers and the millennials that are kind of making the biggest waves because of their economic impact. Baby boomers are not checking out on the real estate game yet. Most of them are in fact still owning real estate, and almost half say in their next trade they'll be buying a home that's the same size or larger. But importantly for the real estate economy going forward, a full 25% of the baby boomers say they're going to help millennials buy their homes. This, coupled with the increased savings by millennials and their higher wages, will allow this group to continue to contribute to our real estate industry. Prediction number 7. Inflation will go down significantly over the course of the year. A lot of inflation is actually caused by the supply chain issues, which are starting to work themselves out with the interest rate hikes and other economic tools that were employed by the Bank of Canada. I think we're going to start to see inflation come down pretty substantially in the first half of the year as we begin to tame the beast that is inflation. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this information helpful. If you're planning to buy or sell, or you're just curious to know what's happening in your local market, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'd love to hear from you. You can type your information below, your name, email, address, area, and home type, and I'll get back to each and every one of you. You can also set up an appointment in my calendar. And again, the link to my calendar can be found in my description below. In the meantime, please like and share this video. And if you are watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Instagram to get all the latest videos and market information. And finally, to close, I want to give a nod to our Royal LePage Shelter Foundation. A big shout out to people from coast to coast for making the largest foundation in Canada, focused on making us the largest foundation, focused on eradicating violence in our communities and supporting the women and children who fall victim to it. The foundation is now 25 years old, so please donate if you can by clicking on the link in my description below. Stay safe, everyone, and all the best for 2023. Bye for now.